Hello everyone, I, Pamela Nova Yolanda Sagala. Today, I want to discuss about our material is about speech acts. Speech acts. So first, I have the question. What is the purpose of language? Okay, now first I want to read. Language has many purposes in life. We use language for expressing our feelings, asking questions, making requests, protesting, criticizing, insulting, apologizing, promising, thanking others, saying hello and goodbye, gossiping, and so on. So, as we can see from the sentence, uh, language has a very important role in human life, and language is a tool it can use by humans for each other. With human language can express ideas or opinions so that the communication occurs between one another in social life. Language seems to have as many different functions as there are occasions for using language. But for all the apparent diversity, the basic use of language are rather limited. We need to learn 7 different kinds of utterance or speech acts classified according to their general purpose. So let's see the different kinds of utterance and speech acts. Now we will learn about the form of sentence and the purpose of utterance. Syntactically, it is common to recognize 3 sentence types in English, that is, 1. Statement or declarative, B. Command or imperative, C. Question or interrogative. Let's enter the following utterance. For example, I will read, "Did you really like that silly book?" The person giving this question is not truly seeking for information because this is merely a rhetorical question. Next, "Did you know it's raining?" This question can be a way of informing. Okay, now we will learn about first is statement or declarative, and the next is command imperative and question interrogative. Now we will learn about the syntactic classification of sentence. The first we will learn about declarative. Statements typically have subject, verb, and then perhaps an object, a complement and or an adverbial phrase. Or a declarative is a sentence that makes a statement. Okay, we can see the example. First is a window broke. Tom broke a window. Okay, I will give more as example because the declarative is have the subject verb. So I will give the example. More example, that is first is the party start. The party start have the subject and verb. And then I can reach. I can reach also have the subject and verb. And the third is he was selected. It's also have the subject and verb. Okay, for example, I'm an expert in French cheese. A declarative sentence that does not ask a question like, "Do you like cheese?" or "Give me order," for example, pass the cheese, or express strong emotion, or you can say, "I hate cheese." Declaratives always ends with a period, or we can say is a full stop. Now we learn about Imperative. I will read. Commands begin with the verb which does not change. Negative commands begin with do not plus the verb. So, for example, close the door please. Don't move. You be quiet. Now we will learn about the imperative. I will read first. Commands begin with the verb which does not change. Negative commands begin with do not plus the verb. For example, close the door please. Don't move. You be quiet. Nobody move. Don't anybody move. Everybody wait here. So, I will explain. Imperative is a type of sentence that gives instruction or advice and expresses a command, an order, a direction, or a request. Depending upon its delivery, an imperative sentence may end with an explanation, mark, or a parody. It is usually simple, short, but could be long and complex. I will give an example. Share a wish or request. This type of imperative sentence share polite wishes and requests with someone, such as have a good day. And then next, I will give the example like over an invitation. This type of imperative extends an invitation such as please join me for dinner tonight. Next, share and comment or request. Okay, this type of imperative gives a comment or shares a request such as stop beating the dog. And then give instruction. This type imperatives give instruction such as let him cool down and then ask about the incident. Okay. Okay everyone, for this slide, imperative. I already explained this slide before this slide. So about the share always a request, over an invitation, share a comment request, and give instruction. This is for my example. I already explained this slide in before this slide. Okay, now we will learn about the interrogative. We know that the utterance is a question if it has one or more of these four markers: rhythm, intonation, inverted word order, a question word like who, what, which, where, when, how, why, or the word or. The different types of question are distinct or the basis of the market presence. First is rhythm tune instead of violin tune. For example, this is a joke. You are leaving now, or the range is long. And B is inflation. Putting an operator is first place, and operator is in a form of be or have or one of the modal verb can, could, will, could, shall, should, may, might, and anything. Or is this a joke? Are you leaving now? Did the Rangers win? Okay. So next is about inverted word order, but it cannot be answered simply yes or no. The markers is the word. For example, would you like coffee or tea? Is your son in the army or the navy? Okay. Next is for the question word or with way how word. This is also marked by rising intonation. When you are leaving, where did she leave it? Who could not find it? And the last is question words to ask information. Do not have a rising intonation. Who found the money? How many people came? Why are you leaving? Okay, so that's for the example for the interrogative inverted word, question words, and question word to ask information. And now we will learn about the analysis of speech acts. Okay, I will read first the slide. The principal use of language is to state facts, to describe how things are in the world, to present information which generally is either true or false. Whenever a person speaks to another, the speaker has some intention in producing the utterance, and the addressee interprets the utterance. In spite of occasional misunderstanding, the hearer's interpretation often does match the speaker's intonation, even when the speaker is joking or being sarcastic. If the form and utterance does not necessarily coincide with the intended function, how does the hearer correctly know what the speaker's intention is? Okay, I will give that a little explain. From this slide, I get some the conclusion or explain is as a social beings, people always relate to others and they cannot live without others, right? It means that the people need people. When people need people, they will try to communicate with each other by using language. Language is one of tools of communication. Language is very important in our life, of course. In communication, language has important role because it used to deliver information, ideas, feelings, desires of what the speaker wants to in delivering language to do listen or to explain what the speaker wants the listener to do something in delivery language. So language is very important. It's because it's one of tools for the communication to each other. Now, for the last, we'll learn about the four factors. We can call it maxims or Grice theory. I will read. If the communication is successful, the elocution and the percolation are alike or nearly alike, such as communication is guided by four factors called maxims or Grice theory. First is the maxims of quantity, the maxims of relevance, the maxims of manner, the maxims of quality. As speakers and hearers, we are aware of the maxims and of the necessity for them, although we do not explicitly recognize their existence. Okay, now I will explain about first is the maxims of quantity. The method of quantity is make your contribution as information as is required. Do not make your contribution more informative than is required. I will do example. I have a example. It's a two person. First is woman and man. Woman asks to the man, "Do you have the time?" Man asks, and man will answer, "Yes, it's 9:30." Given this purpose of the conversation, the man contributes only as much information as is required. First is not extensive like it's 9:30 at night. Greenwich Mean Time now is 7th April 2020. Not like it's night time. Okay? And next is about the maxim of relevance. I will give for example, the maxim of relevance. Uh, where is my box of chocolates? Okay. And people said, and when people answer, it is in your room. Okay. Or it can be compared to, uh, where is my box of chocolates? Oh, the children were in your room this morning. Okay, this is for the example of the maxim or reference. Next, I will give the maxims of manner. The maxims of manner is related to how something is being said in the conversation. Okay, the last maxim of quality. Where one tries to be truthful or does not give information that is not supported by evidence. For example, Jenny, how do you like these novels? Oh, I like the red cover. Jenny says something that evidence does not believe in. Okay, so now for uh, example. Have you seen my blue folder? It's in your reading room. So that's all I can explain about a four factor we can call maxim of Grice theory. So this is for my presentation or my PowerPoint. I hope it can be clear for my explanation about the speech acts. I'm sorry if I have a mistake. Thank you.